So welcome, I'm your theloladass. So today gonna bring you the patch notes for Paladins, the gang lock update notes. If you know, if you saw E3, they show it wasn't E3, it was Summer Game Fest or something like that. I don't even remember. So many festivals that was at the same time. Hi-Rez was there. They showed their games like. For Smite and for Paladins, they showed that the next update will be about Gang Lock, that is a crossover with I don't even know what is Gang Lock, if it's an anime, a show, but it's from Crunchyroll, so it has to be an anime, right? But it's a crossover, the first time that they are doing a crossover with an anime, and it's like nobody knew what was Gang Lock. I have to admit, I never saw that. I didn't even care about to search because it was like nobody knew it. So it's like maybe it was a bad choice doing a crossover with that because nobody knew about that. But oh well. And of course, in this patch, they will bring it is a huge patch for this because of it's a mid-season, so there is a lot of things that will change for the game, and at the same time, people are like, okay, it's about those skis, so maybe not a new champ was coming out, but then when they showed that the new champ was coming out, people are like, okay, they are going to release, and the new champion is Hey, Scholar of House Aiko. So he's from Khan and Lian Magistrate. They are friends. So then they released the trailer showing the character. You see that she's a support mage at the same time. So meaning that is not like Ink, that is a full healer. She has different mechanics. She heals a lot, but it's more about magic, and it's like. It's like support mage. Some mages are different from others, so she's like more about magic. She doesn't have a weapon. So here is the lore. When Rei left her warrior in the burrows, she pointed her ears towards the pursuit of a master of magic beyond any living beings. Her quest led to the seat of Ruby Throne, where she found the means to achieve her ambitions. She became fast allies and fast friends with the Scion of House Aiko Lian, gaining access to the resource of a power noble house in exchange for service and advice. She strives to harness with even great control and power the chaotic arcane force that run through the realm and bind it together. A rare magical prodigy, her tale has just begun. The school of House Aiko pursues perfection. She will throw the book at anyone who gets in her way. So showing that she's trying to get perfection, to be the best. Of course, it's not easy to be the best always, so she's doing that, and that's why the Lian got her to be in her side, because she's a prodigy, so she knows that she can be strong, and having a character strong on your side, it's always better. And at the same time, on the trailer, you can see that doesn't show Yogarath, but you see the tail hitting, and she's defending with her. One of her abilities, protecting Khan with that shield, protecting against Yogarath, because Yogarath is on loose, and of course everyone is facing Yogarath. So overview, whole support, of course, health 2200, so it's a good health for the support. Upon sigil, unleash magical energy from your hands, dealing 450 damage every 0.7 seconds. The reload of her, she has I think it's 3 animations of reloads. That's cool because she uses magic only, so it's cool that she has like different animations when she's reloading. I like that. Alternate fire, chain heal, manifest arcane force and set it forth, bouncing between allies and healing them. Spirit link allies are healed for 30% more. So these there is that spirit linked allies are healed for 30% more. So it's like kind of weird how it works, because you can throw the chain heal and it's healing you and your ally, like it says between allies and healing them. But then if you have that spirit link to an ally that can only be for one, it heals more. But it's like kind of when they were showing, it's kind of weird how it works. Like that, I understand that they new mechanics for the game, but it's kind of weird. Then ability 1, envelope yourself with arcade energy, reducing the maximum amount of damage you can take to 270 per instance of damage and increase your movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds. Spirit Link allies are also enveloped, so this like protect yourself, reducing the damage that you're gonna take, and increase your movement speeds. And if you are Spirit Link with an ally, those allies are all at the same time having that ability. So it starts showing that she's all about of Spirit Link. She's all about that. And it's like, okay, but it's kinda, you can see in here like Spirit Link, tether your spirit to an ally or enemy player, because you can link to enemies too, but of course you are not gonna heal them, you're gonna do more damage of course. While linked to an ally, you heal them for 200 and grant them 1% ultimate charge for every 1 second. While linked to an enemy, reduce their movement speed by 10% and deal 50 damage every 0.75 seconds. So it's like, she's a support, she's like, okay, she can use this spirit to enemies like to flankers, okay, to reduce the movement speed, okay, that's good. But it's like, she doesn't have a lot of movement speed, that's why, that gives movement speed. That's why you have this ability that gives you movement speed, because she doesn't have. But it's like, it's kind of like, we have to see, it's like when reading it seems like kind of weak, the character, but maybe playing she can be different. And then ultimate Vivify, target an ally and infuse them with life, granting damage immunity for 2 seconds and healing them to full after brief delay. If spirit linked to the target player, he will also be healed to full. So one thing is like, okay, seems good, damage immunity for 2 seconds, okay, that's good. Healing them full after brief delay, nicely. One thing that I don't like, if spirit linked to the targeted player, he will also be healed full. So I think in here should be like that, healed full to full. I think it should be half, because like that can be like kind of like abusing of the ultimates, because like, oh, I'm gonna heal full to that, because but I have the spirit link, I'm gonna be full heal to full, like. So maybe some days things that they can change through the PTS. One thing that I will say in here of the ultimate, when you are spirit link, you should be healed to full, is what I will say. Like maybe like more movement speed to the character, because she didn't add a lot of movement speed and she's a support, so if she doesn't have a little bit more of movement speed, she will be caught by flankers. So then of course is playing on PTS that you can see more about the playing style that you can see. So the talents default, that is the immediate that you have extension, increase the range at which chain heal bounce by 40%. So when you follow the healing that bounce, you can be further long away from your partner that you are like throwing the chain heal. So it's like far away, so you can like throw to the tank and healing. So one thing that I will immediately say, like bounce by 40%, I will say reduce this a little bit by like 30%, because like you can be on backline and throw to the tank, and it's like you're never gonna kill the enemy team, you're never gonna kill the tank. So maybe reduce a little bit, because sometimes he's exaggerating this. Level 2, restrain. Linking to an enemy sprint link progressively slow the player over 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, the enemy is routed for 1 second. Okay, this is good, because this is more against the flankers, so it's good how it works, how it is. And level 8, focus. Spirit link cooldown is increased to 6 seconds, and it only lasts for 2 seconds, but the effects are tripled. Okay, it seems good. Like spirit cooldown is increased to 6 seconds, okay, and it only lasts for 2 seconds, but the effects are triple. So I think it's good, but the problem is immediately effects are tripled. It's like imagine the healing, and of course, like it's not only that you need to be focusing. It's the cards that she gonna have. It's like triplet. It's like, okay, again is on the PTS that you're gonna have to test it. But it's like tripled is like it's a lot. It depends. Yes, only lasts for 2 seconds, but it's like it's a hard. It's like I say, reading you think of one thing, but when played is always different. So it depends. Like I say, for what I see is like the default they need to reduce here for 30%. This level 2 is good. The level 8 default it depends a lot of when you are playing. Then we have the cards that they have good animation. You can see in here the emoji in here because she has a relation. It's not a relation, like she's related to it, to emoji. You can see her facing Yogarath. You can see her in the beach. As you can see, those cards are for Japan. These are for Shane Hill. You can see a lot. Because the cards tell more about the lore of the characters. If you didn't know about that, it tells a lot. You can see her with Liana. This is for the Spirit Link. As you can see, good. The animation of the cards they are very good. And in here even shows her like as a witch. So maybe a hint for the next skin for her. It's gonna be a witch. So who knows? Who knows? Because these like a hint immediately. And then the last cards are for the envelope. So nothing like telling more about the lore that her magic, she can create bunnies with her magic. As you can see, bunnies and then birds. So showing a lot. Then we have cosmetics, that's skins. So we have the beach bunny limited that is unlocked through season pass. This skin will become on the table after the season pass has finished. You can see immediately like a lot of bunnies. You see here emoji, that is the other skin of the emoji, and then we see someone in here like with blue skin, but who knows who it is. But it's cool, like shows emoji because she's related to emoji too, and some bunnies because she's a bunny. Then we have the harvest, can be purchased for 6,000 gold or 300 crystals. Season pass 2021 holds will automatically unlock this skin. So me like, okay, I want this skin, you need to buy the season pass. You buying, you receive this skin, and you receive this skin too. So yeah. And then we have the golden skin. Amazing again, like I said, the golden skins are very good. Because the black and the gold combined, it's always good. And in here you can see that they put more about the black because to call the attention. So very good. Then we have the emotes, the default, very good. The pleaser as punch, okay. The MV pose, default, and the watch closely, okay. Available with the season pass, this of course. Then we have the Genlock crossover pass. So here they explain that because it brings a lot of things, it's more expensive. It's gonna be more expensive because it brings a lot. That's why it's gonna be more expensive, the Genlock crossover pass. But again, it's like it was like not a good crossover because like it's an anime that nobody knows. So I think they could like go for another anime that if they wanted to anime that people knew about it, because like when they show people are like what the fuck is Genlock? But oh well. Let good times roll. Worlds collide in the first ever crossover pass in Paladins. Based on the hit Rooster Teeth show, the Genlock crossover pass offers 30 levels of rewards, including Kami Maev as an instant unlock for purchasing John Genlock program and unlock all 5 years from the show. The Genlock crossover pass can be purchased for 750 crystals. Players can also purchase a buyout option for 1,500 crystals to get all content instantly. So like if you buy the pass immediately, you receive immediately the Kami Maev. But if you want to get everything immediately, you need to put 1,500 crystals to get everything immediately. So it's like this pass is expensive. So what you receive instant unlocks when you buy the pass: 50% experience and gold boosts, and the Kami that is for the Maev, the skin that is like this. Like I can't say like the artwork, like this splash art, they are good, right? But inside of the game, when they were showing inside of the game, the best thing for certain characters was the weapons. Like the weapons of my F, when they were showing the weapons, they were good, but the rest, the skin inside the game wasn't. It was like kinda lame. It's better to say like that. Then we have level 12 Valentina, that is for Kinessa. It's like, again, the weapon seems cool, but the rest is like nothing good. Level 18 we have Chase Victor, that is free immediately, that like you can receive, so you can say, wait, this Victor, yeah, it's like, I don't know why they did this, but I don't know nothing about the anime Gen Log, so I don't know. But like, again, the weapons, it was good, but the rest, the skin, like inside the game, it wasn't very good. And then level 24 we have Kazu, that is for Zin. So this skin is the best one, Zin, like inside game, the animations like that, it's the best one. Everyone knew about it because when they saw the splash art, everyone was saying it's gonna be good inside game, and it is. And then level 29 we have Yasamin, that is Lex. So again, the weapon seems good, but the rest of skin it isn't. And then other event pass exclusive unlocks. So you have the sprays, you have the avatars. The avatars seem good, like it's Power Rangers, like they are so they seem good. We have the 3D sprays. All Gen locked 3D sprays have special in-game audio that is not present here, of course. So that's not that's good. Immediately, like they have a special in-game audio. And one thing that I have to say, like Zin, the skin Zin, when you put him talking, he talks in Japanese. That's one thing that's cool too. And of course, if you know about this anime, they don't have the real voice actors that give for that anime, because it's not easy to have them, so they put on others. That's what it is. Because they even reference to that they couldn't have them, so they put another doing the voice. Then we have the MVP pose, so Guardian Chase Lex, that is this, don't forget about. Checkmate Valentina, that is Kinessa. Mission Clear Kami Maev. Momento Yasamin Lex, Nier. And Kenshi Kazu Zin. So wait, they forgot about, because he is Victor, so one of these is for Victor. So I think they put here Lex, but they want to say maybe Victor, so it is Victor, Kinessa, Nier, that's Checkmate, Mission Clear, Kami Maev, Moment, yes, I mean Lex, and then Kenshi Kazu, that's C. Then we have Death Card, Dr. Weller, so this again another thing for Gen Lock, don't know what it is. Death Stamp, Brewing Mischief, so this seems cool. So it's like a lot of things that they put for that, that's why it's expensive. Trials of Realm, new trials and rewards await you with the release of Gang Lock patch. Complete this challenge each week to unlock a variety of cosmetic, currency and XP. So showing you the trial schedule. It starts on July 21st, so you immediately know where the patch is coming out, that is July 21st. They show immediately here. And it goes until September 8th. You can see. The unlocks is like 300 crystals, 120,000 gold, 6 times event pass levels, event pass team booster and skin boosters. And you have the loading frame, uptime, avatars. Again, this avatar seems good. You have the static sprays. You can see it here. The 3D sprays again, they have special in-game audio that is not present in here. Then again, the bounty store. We are reopening the bounty store with more updates to come in patch 6. As we continue to expand the system towards the goal, we are making certain change. In short term, there will be pricing change in the update version to compensate for this, and in light of exploits from the previous implementation, we are normalizing previous bounty coins such that players will have between 100 and 1000 bounty coins when we reopen the store. For the vast majority of the players, this will be an increase from their previous balance. Skins that were on previously will be maintained, but duplicates of each skin are being removed. Bounty skins will be priced at more bounty coins per skin moving forward, but we have multiplied the rewards from daily quests by 30 and are adding additional ways of earning coins. Overall, we expect players to see more coins and value relative to previous iterations going forward. We intend to continue to turn these numbers moving forward to get into the right spot. So more skins for sale in new bounty store. Each skin will still be on sale for the same 3-day window, but we'll keep rotating stock of free skins staggered such that one skill will change each day. Bounty store event exclusive. In addition, players who purchase an event or crossover pass will have access to another skin for the duration of the event. This slot will only be available to players that have purchased the current pass, though the skin itself may be available through other methods such as chess or direct purchase. Please note this slot remains consistent during the pass that does not rotate out or have limited quantities. Keep checking back with each new event or crossover pass to see the new skin that becomes available. Then they talk about the Twitch drops, linking, how it works, viewing, getting 5 bounty coins for every 4 hours of stream viewing. So people are saying that is not very good this, because you only receive 5 bounty coins for every 4 hours of stream viewing. It's like, it's too much. They should increase this a little bit. Then additional coin earnings. Starting this patch, we have implemented the feature where players will have the option of watching ads in-game to earn gold, bounty coins and other rewards. Now we know you probably have few questions and we want to upfront and clear about few things. These ads are completely optional. Players that would like to earn rewards via this new feature will need to click the new earn free rewards button on the home menu and opt in for an ad to start playing. If you don't opt in, you'll never see an ad and your Paladins experience will be the same as ours. We will never add forced or unskippable ads to Paladins ever. Ads shown are of a quality and standard that you will see on TV or other mainstream video service providers or streaming platforms. Nothing cheap or sketchy. If you watch an ad, you always receive a reward. Every ad watch will award 100 gold, and you can also earn other rewards like bounty coins and boosters for watching multiple ads. So it's other ways that people can obtain certain rewards. But it's like, I think people won't go for that. It's like kind of weird. But oh well. The limited time modes. So limited time modes, the game log patch will feature 6 unique and 2 previous popular modes that rotate through the patch cycle. Each week there will be a different limited time mode available from midnight Friday until 8 am on Monday AST. Here are some quick previews of what you expect next. So pick any installation of Paladins 5th champion. We'll let you pick whichever champion you want. Teammate already pick them, no problem. Play 5 Grogs if it make you up. More totems, no problems. Hunter vs Hunter. 2 gunslingers stand opposite each other. In the blink of eye, 2 guns are drawn. When the dust settles, only one of former comrades in arms will be left standing. Will it be the end of justice, or will it be the Godslayer? You decide in the guns blazing game modes. So here it is, some two more modes for that limited time modes. If you want, if you are not like you want to play the rank, you can have fun with that. Then we have more customizations. Because this is why, like the game block crossover pass, it's expensive because it brings a lot of things. And then you have the customizations that there are more skins that work on. It's not a lot, I think it's like 1, I think it is, customization. So you have the 5th champion Salvation avatar, available through the special acquisition open launch of Ray. And then you have the Mayhem Vatu for the previous champion that came out. So available in the Pandemonium chest on July 21st, that when the patch comes. So when patch comes, there will be this chest, Pandemonium chest, that you can obtain this skin for Vatu, and inside of game it seems good. This is the problem, like when it's skins made by the team that made Paladins, the skins are good. When they do crossovers, they can't do a lot of things because they need to change the size of characters like that. And they don't seem cool because they have to go how it is the characters from the anime. It's like, you need to choose, if you want to do crossovers, you need to choose what animes are good and that can sell skins, not like, oh, we want with that and we hope that sells. Like, I think nobody will, like, people can buy like the It's like it's only on the pass. They need to buy the pass, but it's like only one skin was good. That was the Zin. So like maybe people will go for the Vatu, the skin for Vatu, or for the season pass from Hey. So it's like then we have the Toothache Eevee available in Bounty Store as a Bounty Store event exclusive skin available in the Just Desert chest on August 4th. So it's like when the patch comes, this skin for Eevee it's gonna be available only on the Bounty Store as a Bounty Store event exclusive skin. Then on August 4th it's gonna be on the Desert chest. Don't forget how it's gonna be how it's gonna work this skin, because some people can sometimes like when the patch comes they search for that skin and they're like where it is. So this skin they put this explaining very well. It's gonna be on the Bounty Store as a Bounty Store event exclusive skin. Then on August 4th it's gonna be on the Desert chest. So it's easy to understand how it's gonna work. So then we have some free, it's free chests, new free chests. So the Pandemonium is gonna cost 400 crystals. Release date July 21st, like I said, it's when the patch comes, and you're gonna have the new skin for Vatu and then your other skins. Then the Just Desserts chest that is for this, it's gonna be available on August 4th, price 400 crystals, and then it is skin Toothache Eevee, and then of course you have the others skins in there that are all skins. And then we have Helix of War that is going the same price for 100 crystals, release date August 18, and you have all skins in here. Then general updates, also by the time that it's going to play a match, something has already gone wrong. Nobody wants that, but we have made some changes this patch to try and reduce the frustration for when it does happen. So bots will no longer purchase items for disconnect players, so that's a good thing immediately. Like you are playing and when you were disconnected, bots will buy items for you, so no longer. Outside of training match, bots will no longer purchase items. No more coming back to the game and have 2 rank in an item, you never will have bots. Scoreboard disconnect indicator, always will now see the disconnect stats for their teammates on the scoreboard while they are away, very good. Legacy VGS, PC players can opt in Legacy deprecated VGS, including VGS lines that were removed with the VGS rework. These lines will be displayed to players on all platforms with the PC key combination. So it's like all VGS who played the old Paladins, how it was, you're gonna have now those VGS lines now to have it. It's not bad, it's always a good way to remember how it was. Skin previewing. We have had the ability to preview the full model of a skin in the pre-match lobby, so you can make informed decision on whether to shell out your hand-earned crystals on them. So again, very good thing, a very good thing. Then we have ranked updates, free ranked bans. We have added an additional champ ban for ranked match, so it was 2 per team, right? I think it was, and now they put 1 more. So not bad. Split shoes, split rewards, play 15 ranked match, gold chest, play 25 ranked match, determine avatar, that's Ing. Ranked map rotation, the previous map rotation was updated in patch 4, and we plan to keep in effect for the duration of split shoe, so say that they won't rotate. Then balance. So they've commented again, talents are one of multiple ways in Paladins to customize your gameplay experience. Some talents were providing enough to overall play style of their champion, or were underutilized, less like of all of the above. These talents reworks are meant to be fresh take on their champ playstyles, a targeted change to specific playstyle that we feel were unhealthy for the game, and in some cases both. We know that there were at least some players who enjoyed the previous version of things we changed, and we plan on listening to player feedback and work with the community to embrace the potential of what we intend as new fun aspects of this change. So saying that there was some talents, and we know that some were useless for the champions. So talents reworked for gens, Luminary, the old, all is affected by your aftermark deal 10% increased weapon damage, and now the new one, all allies already affected by aftermark are healed for an additional 250 when used hostile mark. So you need to explain why they changed that. I'm not gonna read that because like you can, if you want, you can read, but I'm not gonna read this because it's a lot. But at least it's a good change. Then we have for Furious, so the blessing, duel. When Pyre Strikes comes in contact with an owl, it will stop and heal anyone in its beam for 150 every 0.05 seconds. Also reduce the speed of Pyre Strike by 30%. Now the new one, firing Pyre Strike stops it in place, and now in its beams is healed for 100 every 0.05 seconds. So the only change is this before comes in a contact with an ally, and now it's not. So like that, an ally, it has to go to the beam, and not the beam it comes in a contact with an ally. So there's the change. Kinesa, Eagle Eye, all increased damage done by headshots by an additional 25% of base for a total of 175% damage. The new sniper rifle gains an increased fire and charge rate at the cost of reduced damage per shot, and while Scopper gains increased maneuverability. So, yeah. Atlas, Unstable Fissure, old activate the second chance leaves behind an unstable fissure that explodes after 3 seconds, deal 1000 damage. The new one, activate the second chance also rewinds enemies within 40 units. So, instead of doing damage, rewinds enemies. So, it seems better. Because they even say it was a talent that was rare utilized. So now Fernando, this is a huge thing for Fernando. It's like there is two talents that were kind of broken or shit. So Formidable old heal for 55% of your max health over 3 seconds when you fall to or below 40% of your maximum health. This can occur once every 45 seconds. And now the new one, you now have 2 charges of charge. Each charge deals an additional 100 damage, and you are CC immune while charging, but the cooldown of charge is increased to 30 seconds. So like, I would like to see why they changed this. And then we have the ages. Your shield has an infinite duration, and its cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Now, your shield now uses a resource that regenerates over time instead of using cooldown. Where is explaining the Formidable? This change to Formidable is meant to provide some additional utility in the form of crowd control immunity and additional uses of charge that allows Fernando to have more tools in his kit to deal with variety of situation. Okay, like to more be able to run. So enter and to be able to run, is that they want to mean? Because like, okay, I understand to run, but it's like, we have to see. Barrick, Tectonics, they will increase the damage of your turrets by 20% and reduce their cooldown by 2 seconds. The new Dome Shield now costs 35% ultimate charge and places a flamethrower turret with modified valves and no shield, can have 2 active at once. And the new name is Forge Fire, that's gonna call it. It seems cool, like you can put 2 turrets, flamethrower turrets, but you don't have a shield. Can be good. You never know. Then we have Cauterize, now it's for Ethans, Cauterize. The current, your weapon shots reduce the effect of heal on your target by unity show and for 1.5 seconds. Increased scaling for 35, 55 and 80%. Okay. Interesting. Receive the buff. Cauterize a large conversation that needs to happen over a large period of time. We feel that having one of a very few items of or mechanics that require or an extremely important leak pins for any balance or change was for Paladins Gen an unhealthy idea and should be addressed. That being said, the current change should help alleviate some of the concerns the community has brought to us by increasing the scale of Cauterize. What? So this was the old, is it? It's like, what the fuck is this? Current. Okay. It was your weapon shots reduce the effect of healing on your target, right? This is what it's the current now. Now with this patch, it's gonna be only this. It's so weird how they put in here. The record, your weapon attacks deals increased damage to shields, increased scaling. So they only increased the scaling. So for even Cauterize, they only increased scaling, is it? Is what I'm saying, they only increased scaling. It's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's what I want to say. It's like, but at least instead of only showing this, show like now and show what is the difference, because people can be confused. The bulldozer, your Yakon shots deal damage to deploys, pets and illusion, and now the scaling is more. They all increased scaling. Resilience, current, reduced the duration of effectiveness of current control and soul spy, and now it was increased scaling too again. Rejuvenate, receive 5, 10, 50% more healing from other players, and the increase, the scale was increased. Even reduce the damage you take from direct attacks by Neo, reduce the damage you take from direct and area effect attacks. So before it was only direct attacks, and now it's direct and area effects. And the blast shields was removed from the game because nobody was using, is what I think. And not at the same time, because even now has the area effect, so they don't need to have the blast shields at the same time. Then they add a new item, Guardian, that is for defense. New increase the effectiveness of shields you create by 7, 14, 20%. This not affect card or passive generate shields. So this is good that they explain in here, like people don't get confused at how it works. So this item does not have the effect of card or passive generated shield, so this is good, and the cost is 300, of course. A veteran current heal for additional, your max health every seconds when you're out of combat that you could run and you were healing, and now the new increase your base maximum health by 4, 8, 12%. Increase the cost to 250, very good. Now for champions, that is like balancing Atlas. This was jeez, I'm already lost. This was talking about now it's for champions. Now it's not for more talents. Now it's balancing for champions. Jesus. Atlas, I think it is. This for a temporal divide. Current. Great increase the size of stasis field, but its cooldown is increased by 50%, and now it increased stasis field cooldown to 65%, so more cooldown it is. Barik, now it's for like nerfs and buffs to the champions. The other was only talent. Jesus Christ, they couldn't even divide this. Barik, tinkering, Jesus Christ, what happened here? Current modify your blunderbuss to fire in a single slug that deals 510 damage. They increase the damage. Combat repair, they decrease the scale of the heal to the turrets. Forged alloy, they decrease the scaling of, increase the health of your turret by, so they decrease the health of the turrets. One man scrap, they decrease the scaling again. So because of that talent got buffed, they reduced more about the champion. Then in another caretaker, they heal for every 1 sec, so they buffed the scaling to 22%. Stun bulwark, the heal was 25, they buffed again. That's a lot. Earth guard, the current. Enter defensive state. While in this state, reduce damage taken by your deployables and you by 30%, and increase healing received by 40%. This effect lasts 5 seconds, so they increase it to 5.3 seconds. Isn't that too much? I think it is. In pace, they reduce the cooldown. Mako cannon. Current increased maximum damage follows range to 80. The range is now 80. And dredge anchor, hitting your graph with dredge anchor will now apply a 1 second stun. Terminus, necromantic might, they reduced scaling. Devastation, now only affect players, pets and illusions. Because what current heal for each enemy hit by calamity for each enemy now only affects what? Okay. It watch current generate free. Okay. Now only affects players and pets and illusions. Abomination is same thing always. Okay. That only affect players, pets and illusions. Torval protection. They increase the shield. I think it's too much. Because it already prevented 500 damage to 650. I think that's too much. But oh well. Increase the cooldown at the same time. Okay. So they increase more the shield value, but they increase that same cooldown. Okay. So that I accept. Nullify. They increase the range of nullify and they reduce the cooldown. Okay. Recharge. They reduce the cooldown. Reject, but it was regenerate 2200 shield over 1 second and they reduced the cooldown. What cooldown? It was like they don't even say the cooldown or what it was. Okay. Gauntlet. Current fire burst of magical energy from your gauntlet every 0.25 seconds deal 120 damage per shot, and now the damage per shot is 190. Again, I think it's too much. Hyper Beam, that it was I think it's the ultimate, increases damage per hit but to 60. Okay. Then we have Yoggorath. They put a lot in here, but they don't explain very well. The piercing kills acceleration, because don't forget the Yoggorath has 2 modes. So they remove the increased damage taken by enemies hit with the piercing kills after being affected by caustic spray. Primal Vision. They reduce the interval between pulse by 10%. Reduce the overall duration of primal vision by 10%. They reduce the duration enemies are revealed by 50%. Jesus. Caustic spray increase the range and effect range to 105 units. Okay. Dredge mortal skewer. Now they reduce the scaling. Okay, to 70. Not bad. It was heal for each enemy hit with the harpoon, so they reduce like that, doesn't heal a lot. Imani Infernal Can, they reduce the damage very well. Because they do this change because it's like mid-season update, so they want to change the meta and change a lot to see what's gonna happen. I understand that is why there is a lot. Then we have the Frost Bomb. They increase the minimum damage on detonation by 50%, by 5%, not 50, by 5%, and they decreased the distance required for maximum damage by 10%. Okay. Then we have Tiberius, Vicious Assault. Now grants an additional charge of Crouching Tiger and reduce the damage on landing. Okay. Yeah, but I think it's too much. Like, okay, they reduced the damage. It was 900. They went to 600. But I think it's too much nerfed. I think at least 700 at least, because it's too much. Combat Trance. So they reduced the attack speed on movement speed. Reduced the attack speed and movement speed increased to 25. Okay, that's good. Test of Strength. Now reduce the scaling, of course, the healing, of course. Then we have Tire in the Fray. No longer stacks, will now refresh. Increase the scaling to 5% because they take out the stacks, so they need to increase the scaling. We have for Furious, Solar Blessing. As noted in the rework section, to reduce healing, so we already knew that. Light Forge, new. So the old one was Eating Candle Soul, reduce the cooldown of Pyre Strike by 5 seconds. This effect can happen once every 20 minus 3 seconds. Like what? New. Eating Candle Soul increase your movement speed by scale equal to 8% for 0.6 seconds. And then of course they explain this, everything. If you want to read the commentary depth. We have Grok, Totemic Ward. So the healing was reduced. Again, I think it's too much because it was 30%, now it's 10%. Sometimes reducing a lot is bad. So maybe I will say to 50% will be better to see how players will like, because they go for then PTS and people will criticize, then they have to do those changes. So Healing Totem increase the cooldown, understandable. Grover Vine can no longer target allies because you could use to pull yourself or to go to there, so cannot longer target allies, so that's good. Sage Hand Soul, so increase the damage per detonation. Very good. Increase the cooldown, because if you do more damage, the cooldown has to be bigger. It's good. Fade to Black can only happen once every 5 seconds. Okay. Then we have Ing Resonance, increased the speed at which illusions travel, increased the explosion damage to 550. I think you shouldn't have the increased speed at which illusions travel. Or if they wanted this, I think the explosion damage should stay the same. Because now it's going to be faster to the illusions to travel, and they will do more damage. So I think people say to take out the explosion damage. Then Koga, submachine guns, so increase damage per hit to 38. Lex Discover, reduce the damage increase to 25%, very good. Maiev, Rogue's Gambit, increase damage bonus to 15%. Neo now also reduce the cooldowns of pounce by 2 seconds. Maybe 2 seconds is too much, maybe to 1.5, 1 second will be better. Moji Familiar Spray, increase the range and effect range to 55 units. Okay. Scamper, current quick scamper forward, speed increased by 10%. Okay. Bon Appetit, your target has their movement speed decreased by 10%. Okay. It's good to help Moji to be a good champion, not to be the shit champion, or like people call the troll champion. Vatu, ambush, decrease the amount of time before teleport to 0.3 seconds. Okay, because he was too strong. Vor obliteration, reduce the lockout time after losing obliteration 0.5 seconds. Okay. Arbinger's Wrath, reduce your movement speed bonus while this ability is active to 60%. Okay. Increase the ultimate energy cost of using this ability to 50%. Again, I think it's too much. Sometimes it's better to go 40% and receive the feedback instead of going to like too much and then receive the like saying that's too bad. So like sometimes you have to be careful. And then if the bug fix, like I say always, when you release a patch, there's too many bugs coming. They already explained that why this happens. So like when you release always a new patch, always bugs comes with that. So it's good that they fix a lot. You can see there is a lot of bugs like for general and for champions fixed. So like it's always good that they know the game has too many bugs and they are always trying to fix. But yeah, it's like it is a middle season update, but they don't call that. Before they call it, but then they changed the names of the patch to be like to know what is the name of the patch, like that, like this game lock. So like what I have to say, the patch is like it's a huge patch. So if you want to know everything to be 100%, just read carefully everything, read the dev commentary why they did those change, like that. Pay attention to every detail for items, for talents, for the champions, to know everything and to not to be lost. Like sometimes people get lost because it's too many things there. In terms of skins, like the crossover pass, is like, is it worth? No, because like the only good skin there is the from Zin, and the best thing of getting lock pass is the weapons. So it's like, is it worth? No. The champion is very good, very cool, like doesn't use weapons, is magic. She has a lot of animation of reload, but the problem is she doesn't have a lot of movement speed. That's why they put an ability that gives movement speed. How the character is in game is very good at the same time, so they did a good job. More like she's all about the spirit link, like can be like, okay, I understand that they want to introduce new mechanics for the game, but I think it's not like a good mechanic. I have to be sincere, but it's like I say, sometimes how you read and then inside the game can be different. But for what I saw when they were showing, it wasn't very good. The mechanic is what I have to say. And then like the best skins is for her, for like Rei, the skins. That's all about of through season pass. Then you have that skin for Eevee, that's awesome too. And you have the Vatu skin, those are the best skins. For Rei, for Eevee and Vatu, they are the best skins. Of course, Eevee, when the patch comes out, it's gonna be on the bounty event. That you have to pay attention what it is. And then on August 4th, it's gonna be on a chest. And Vatu skin, it's gonna be on a chest too. The every skin for Rei, it's all about the season pass. Pay attention, it's season pass. So like overall, it's like there's a tons of change for the game. Very good middle season update for every multiplayer game. It's always where you change a lot of game to be different the game, and so that's always good. New champion is always good because introduce a new support for the game. But will be like to be the best champion as a support? I think not. I think not. I have to be sincere. But at least like new champion. You have the Gen Lock Pass. If you want, you can go and you can buy it. Of course, it's more expensive because it brings a lot. You have free skin. You have skins for Rei. That's only season pass. You have the Eevee skin that's gonna be on bounty and then go for a chest, and you have Vatu skin too. That's amazing. It's gonna be a chest, and a lot of change for items that people are asking. Change the items. There is so many that are strong and others that are completely shit. They did that. Talents that some talents were they shouldn't exist because they were shit and they changed it at the same time. Very good. And of course the buffs and nerfs to say let's put a new meta on the game. That's always good. So overall a good patch. It's a huge patch, so it was worth the wait. So now it's like waiting for the PTS because they didn't say when the PTS will come out, because like I understand why they didn't say, because it's a huge patch. So putting everything on PTS and to make it work can take some time. But like I always say, pay attention on Friday and Saturday if you have a update on the PTS. That's only on PC. Don't forget that PTS is only on PC. Always pay attention if you have an update for the PTS or not. When it is, I will do the showcase of the skins and of the champion, but for now I only have to wait because they never say it when it's come out, because I understand at the same time it's a huge patch. So hope you guys enjoy the updates for Paladins, and see you guys next time.